Here's Archie's Travels, Chapter 16, entitled Pub. Archie was pleased that Jack didn't have his rucksack, and he didn't know what the day entailed, but he was glad that they wouldn't be stealing. After about half a mile of slow walking, Jack began whistling, and it was a good sign that he was feeling better. They came to a quiet pub, and Jack tied Archie to a bench, where he was fussed over by the locals, and Jack had a pint. The four men at the opposite table were talking about last night's robbery, and Jack nearly choked on his beer, but he listened carefully to see what he could pick up. They reckon it could be youngsters, one of the men said. Probably, the other echoed. Young people these days, they said, shaking their heads. They had almost tried and convicted the supposed culprits over their drinks. Jack breathed easier. He was used to the wisdom of the yokels, and he celebrated by buying a big bag of crisps, which he munched on and occasionally offered one to Archie, who, despite himself, loved the salty taste. Once again they set off, and Jack waved to the yokels, as it was in his interest to appear friendly, and he wondered if they lived in expensive houses, and he smiled to himself. He always had more than one trick up his sleeve. Back at the farm, Beryl was drinking her second cup of coffee and slowly recovering from the night before. She fed the chickens and the pigs, and then once she got bored of the hard work, she decided to go scouting through the house. Beryl opened drawers and looked through cupboards. She unlocked cabinets and peered behind pictures. What was she looking for? Money, of course.